What's up, guys? Welcome to the next YouTube video. So today we're going to be running up chest and back. So switching things up a little bit from just the normal routine. I know we've been doing like the chest try, the back by, the leg shoulder, or the shoulders arms, or shoulder, whatever. So we're switching it up a little bit. We're doing chest and back. I'm going to be running through it for you guys. We are at the gym that has super loud music. So with this video, I may either talk in the video or I'll just cut it out and I'll do my little voiceovers throughout the video. So that's what we're doing today. You guys are going to see a full chest and back day. Gonna run through everything, gonna run through all the exercises. Now, typically, chest and back isn't something that I will do as like my normal routine. Normally, I will stick to the chest try, the back by, the legs, shoulders, and the arms, the 4-day split. But today I am switching it up a little bit, doing things different, because it's good to shock the muscle, right? It's good to shock the body a little bit, try something new every now and then. So that's what we're doing today. Other than that, Jacked Factory. Use code GUN. 20% off their entire site. It gets you tons of supplements. They literally do protein, pre-workout, creatine, EAAs, BCA, like anything that you want, like as far as like supplements go for bodybuilding. They have everything. So get yourself some 20% off, use code GUN, and support your boy. So I appreciate it a lot. I'm loving the growth on the channel. It's been awesome. It's crazy, and to see it go up, every single day, and just the constant growth that we have is so great, guys. And I'm very appreciative of that. So, with that being said, I am gonna get my pre-workout together, get all my stuff together. We're gonna go in there, and we're gonna film. So, get everything set up. I'll see you guys there in just a little bit.
All right, guys. So moving on to our very first exercise for chest is just gonna be bench. I did this for 3 sets total. I did make sure to use progressive overload as we did work through these sets, starting off really light with just a plate on the bar. The whole purpose for that right now is just to get the blood flowing in the chest. There's no need to hop into some crazy weight right off the bat. I didn't really show it in the video, but if you are someone that's like really trying to improve your bench, and this goes for me as well, getting comfortable doing pause reps for this exercise is going to get you so much better at bench, especially if you're increasing the weight and using progressive overload. Now, this is simply because once you get down to like the bottom of the lift, which is just where the bar touches the chest, and you hold it, it's going to force your muscles to work harder every single time when you push it back up, which is going to improve your explosiveness, your control, and your strength overall. Now, this is coming from someone who has really just trained with dumbbells for the past 4 years of my training. Personally, I feel like dumbbells are better than bench, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this in the comments, but when it comes to isolating that part of your chest to sculpt it, not just become stronger, but actually sculpt the muscle and develop it to give it shape, then dumbbells are the better way to go. But yeah, I can already hear the hate in the comments. But going back to bench, lately I have seen the most progress from incorporating pause reps. So definitely do that if you haven't already. All right, so moving on to our next exercise for chest is just going to be pec deck flies, moving straight from a pressing movement to a fly movement. Now, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my past videos, but if you really want like a great stretch with this exercise, make sure your butt is like at the very edge of the seat. I just feel like my range of motion is so much deeper when I sit at like the edge of the seat versus all the way back against the seat. As you can see here, we are focusing on the squeeze as we come up, and then on the eccentric, around 2 to 3 seconds, letting it down slow. Also, make sure you do your absolute best to keep your shoulders out of the way and you're not arching your shoulders forward too much. Again, we're trying to target the chest, so make sure you are focusing strictly on the chest. All right, so moving on to our next exercise is just going to be incline dumbbell chest press. Now, this is where it's at. This is how you're going to grow your chest, man. Key thing, focus on the stretch. This is not a movement that should be rushed. So eccentric is incredibly important in this exercise. You want to focus on that 2 to 3 second eccentric. And as you're popping the weight back up, you want to make sure you're squeezing the chest as much as possible. Also, never lock your elbows. Try and keep them slightly bent, almost to the point where they look locked, but they're still slightly bent. We ended up performing this exercise for 4 sets total, obviously incorporating progressive overload for each set. All right, so we are now moving on to the final exercise for chest. Again, coming from a press to a fly. So with this exercise, this is literally just a cable fly. The movement is gonna pretty much stay the same as when we did the pec deck fly. Really, the main thing here is you wanna make sure your shoulders are back as much as possible and you're pushing your chest out for the squeeze at the top of the movement. As you can see here, we are also keeping our eccentric pretty slow. Again, sticking with our 2 to 3 second eccentric. We performed this exercise for 4 sets, and then we actually did do a superset for this exercise. We basically went from a fly to a pressing movement. So stuck with the cables, but literally went from a fly straight to a press. We're essentially just doing a burnout for the final exercise, making sure we fully exhaust our chest before moving on to back. All right, so moving on to our first exercise for back, and this is just going to be a close grip lat pull down. Personally, I love doing the close grip variant of these because I feel like I just get such a deep stretch from the actual movement. Really prioritize the eccentric on going slow and then squeezing down at the bottom. This exercise is going to target the lats, but it's also going to hit a lot of the middle and lower portions of the back. Personally, I'm really trying to grow the lower portion of my back, so you guys are definitely going to see a lot of row movements in this video. All right, so moving on to the second exercise for back, and this is just going to be a chest supported T-bar row. We actually end up doing this for 4 sets total, 12 to 15 reps each. And I don't think I mentioned this, but for every exercise that we've done, and you guys already know this if you've watched my previous videos, but I stick to the 12 to 15 rep range for just about everything. The T-bar row exercise specifically is really going to help with strength and overall thickness of the back. So if you guys are looking to build a really big back, besides doing the normal barbell row, which will also do the same thing, and a deadlift, this exercise will really give you a thick back as well. And again, along with growing our lower back, this is also going to target parts like your rear delts as well as your lats as well. Definitely one of my favorite exercises for back. All right, so moving on to our third back exercise is just going to be another row. I'm pretty sure there's like a couple different names for this movement, but the one I see the most is called the landmine row. I honestly just call it a barbell bent over row, so either way, it doesn't matter. But again, we're making sure we're doing this for 4 sets, 12 to 15 reps each, making sure our intensity is through the roof, obviously, as you can see. Now, I definitely was going a little fast and wish I would have maintained a little bit more control, but I was really trying to keep that intensity high the entire time.
All right, y'all, that is gonna do it for today's chest and back day. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the support lately has been so crazy, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Today was a little bit different. We switched up the split, so we did chest and back, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the exercises overall. Everything was a little bit different as far as the exercises go and the split itself. So I hope you guys found it entertaining or found anything informative or something you could just take away for yourselves and maybe implement to your own training. So I hope you guys really, really enjoyed it. Again, the channel is growing, so definitely keep liking, keep sharing, and keep subscribing. It means the world. Share with your friends, share with your family. The more you share, the more you comment, the more the algorithm boosts my videos. So definitely keep doing that. It means the world to me. And if you guys want to support me in any way, that's the way to do it. So I really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see where this channel is going to go and where it's going already. So happy and so excited. Keep those recommendations coming, guys. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next video.